Unwilling souls. Summer vacations were always a cherished time for my family. This year, my mother and I decided to take our daughter to the beach for a few days of relaxation. However, instead of opting for a typical hotel stay, we chose to book a farmhouse homestay that boasted excellent reviews on the internet. Upon arrival, we checked in and were greeted by the serene and elegant ambience of the bed and breakfast. The amenities were top-notch, and the only staff present were an elderly couple responsible for the operation and maintenance. Despite their age, the old grandfather and grandmother exuded warmth and kindness, making us feel instantly at ease in their presence. As evening descended, with nothing much to do after dinner, our family sat in the courtyard, enjoying the cool breeze with our hosts. The summer night sky was aglow with stars, casting a magical ambience over the surroundings. Casually, I inquired about the history of the homestay. The grandfather shared that they used to run the place as a hostel, but tragedy struck when their son was electrocuted at home. Devastated by the loss, they eventually sold the property and relocated to Hainan. This revelation piqued our interest, and the grandmother recalled a peculiar incident from the previous summer. A family of 3 had stayed at the homestay, and one evening, while the parents were inside watching TV, their young son played in the yard. Suddenly, the boy returned, claiming that a strange uncle had helped him up after he fell. Initially dismissing it as childish imagination, the parents grew concerned when they noticed bruises on the boy's knees and palms. Despite their disbelief, the child described the stranger as a skinny man with makeup, dressed as a character from a cartoon. As the night progressed, the boy developed a high fever, prompting his parents to rush him to the hospital. Reflecting on the incident, the elderly couple couldn't shake the eerie coincidence. They remembered their own son's love for anime, and his untimely demise, wondering if his spirit lingered, drawn to the innocence of a child who reminded him of his own past. Legend has it that the souls of the departed are often reluctant to depart from the mortal realm, especially when their lives are cut short. In the darkness of the afterlife, they seek solace in the familiarity of the living, longing to reconnect with loved ones left behind. Perhaps it was this lingering attachment that compelled the spirit of the young man to reach out to the child in the yard. Unable to find solace in the afterlife, he found temporary refuge in the company of the living, offering a helping hand and a fleeting connection to the world he once knew. As the night wore on, the atmosphere in the homestay grew increasingly tense. Shadows seemed to dance in the corners of the room, and an inexplicable chill hung in the air. Despite our attempts to rationalize the events, a sense of unease settled over us, as if we were being watched by unseen eyes. The following day, strange occurrences continued to unfold. Objects inexplicably moved from their resting places, and faint whispers echoed through the halls when no one was around. Even our daughter, usually oblivious to such phenomena, remarked on the eerie atmosphere that seemed to permeate the homestay. Determined to uncover the truth behind the unsettling events, my mother and I embarked on a quest to unravel the mystery of the reluctant soul. Armed with little more than curiosity and a desire for answers, we delved into the history of the homestay, hoping to shed light on the enigmatic presence that lingered within its walls. Our investigations led us to the neighboring village, where we discovered whispers of a tragic accident that had befallen the previous owners. Locals spoke of strange occurrences at the homestay, attributing them to the restless spirit of the young man who had met his untimely end. Driven by a mixture of fear and fascination, we pressed on, determined to confront the spirit that haunted the homestay. Armed with talismans and incantations borrowed from local shamans, we ventured into the heart of the paranormal, prepared to face whatever lay beyond the veil of the living. What awaited us was beyond anything we could have imagined. In the depths of the night, as the veil between worlds grew thin, we came face to face with the spirit of the young man who had long haunted the homestay. His form flickered in the darkness, a ghostly apparition caught between the realms of the living and the dead. With trembling hands and racing hearts, we sought to communicate with the restless soul, offering prayers and words of solace in the hopes of easing his torment. Yet, his presence remained palpable, a lingering reminder of the fragility of life and the persistence of the human spirit. As dawn broke on the horizon, the spirit of the young man began to fade, his ethereal form dissipating like morning mist. In his place, a sense of peace settled over the homestay, as if the lingering presence had finally found release from its earthly bonds. With a heavy heart and a newfound sense of reverence for the mysteries of the afterlife, we bid farewell to the homestay and the souls that dwelled within its walls. Though our encounter with the supernatural had left us shaken, it had also deepened our understanding of the interconnectedness of life and death, and the enduring power of the human spirit to transcend the boundaries of mortality. And so, as we departed the homestay and returned to the hustle and bustle of everyday life, we carried with us the memory of the unwilling souls who had touched our lives, and reminded us of the mysteries that lie beyond the realm of the living. In their memory, we vowed to cherish each moment, knowing that life is but a fleeting journey, guided by the unseen hands of those who have gone before us.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and put notification on to watch more videos. If you have similar experience, please comment and let me know your experience.